Director's cut.
Hello, welcome to JackswanTV22. It's 5:15 on the 12th of January 2013. We've just had a well-earned point with the mighty
Everton.
Toffees, Everton. And here we are to talk about it. Thank you very much.
Oh, it's a bit warm in here tonight, but it's a bit cold off.
It is quite warm.
It's always tropical.
Fuck off, I was the first one to come
It's tropical. So, there we are. There's a new virus going around saying missed work on Thursday because the Swans are playing so well. Have you heard about it?
My boss,
We all caught that, didn't we?
I think it's quite nasty.
Tonight, when the team was announced, what do you think? First question, Leon. Let's get it kicked off.
First of all, the rumours were that Dyer was playing up front, which he did, which we all know he's playing really poorly. I brought up many times, I find it strange, although he's done really well till he's playing behind Rangel, where I thought it'd be the other way around. Always missed Burton, although we done well. Basically, everything I thought was wrong and loud up is the king.
I can't say we missed Britain today, to be honest. No. I love him a bit, but I think Kemi done a job and did physicality up with Fellanni.
Did you feel that when the team sheet was announced? Did you feel like it was a good team to play Everton?
I was optimistic. I'm a big fan of Kemi anyway, and I do think that if anyone can do the Leon role, it's Kemi. They're not the same player, don't get me wrong, and I love Leon. I think he was outstanding at Chelsea, but if we're going to swap him for anyone, it would be Kemi for me.
I've asked all of this before and you all disagree with me, that you all agree with loud up that Dyer is better in midfield and Rangel at right back if you bring the ball.
I would agree, yeah.
I think Rangel's better right back than Dyer is.
I
wouldn't agree that
Rangel's
better in midfield than
I think Rangel's a better player than Dyer. I rate him, but I'm saying that I think Rangel is better the right wing. I would have done the same thing with the numbers.
Do you feel a little bit sorry for Rangel with the Spanish coach turning up to watch them playing out of position and
Spence, he's taken over, yeah.
Good.
I think Del Bosque knows all about Rangel. I think Rangel has been constantly performing for us for the last year and a half. Playing in midfield today.
Do you reckon he does though? Because without being funny, I disagree, because why would he have had a point? Minus Michu and Hernandez, I don't think he probably knows anything about Swansea. If people didn't know the Michu last year was the top goal scorer from the midfield.
When we were in the Championship, Rangel was touted as one of our best players when we were in the Championship.
Yeah, but do you think he's not in the Championship?
If you're manager of an international team, I'm not saying you would have been looking at him back then, but I'm certainly saying you would have heard of him.
I don't think you would have heard of him in the Championship.
I've played for England when not in the English league.
It's Zaha.
Let alone the
hang on now. You've got to look at the Neanderthals. That even Capello came out the other day and said, who was it? It was Chico and Rangel would be in his World 11. You know, and he was in
World 11.
Do you think that Roy Hodgson knows about any English players in the second league of Spain or the second league?
No, of course he does. This is Roy Hodgson. I refuse to believe that all managers in Neanderthals.
I wouldn't be that amazed if he turned up today and someone goes, oh, there's another Spanish guy playing right back. I know he's going to, let's be honest.
I think he would have known of Rangel.
I think he would have done, but scarcely.
I felt a little bit sorry for him.
I don't think his performance done him any harm though today. I don't think Rangel played badly. I think Del Bosque would have known he was playing out of position and would say, well, actually, it's not a bad
As I say, I think he's turned up to watch Michu primarily, isn't he?
Chico, I think, as well. I think he's
turned up to watch Michu.
Vince,
if Michu wasn't there, I don't believe he's turned up to watch.
How are you?
Vince, does confidence breed confidence, and is the red kit lucky?
Glad you asked me that question.
Thank you.
I think confidence definitely breeds confidence. I mean, unbeaten this year. Unbeaten this year.
In the red kit.
In any kit. Yeah, we're unbeaten this year. The other thing is that there are only 5 teams now that can do the double over us. Yeah, because I mean, like 6 teams beat us in the first half. Everton
bang them.
Everton, Man City,
Everton.
Stoke,
Can't do that.
Aston Villa.
Aston Villa can't.
Yeah, no, that's right, and 2 others.
Well,
Man
Everton
City can, Stoke can,
Yeah.
Norwich
Norwich
can,
can.
didn't be
Sunderland can't. No, we do 2 all with them.
Yeah,
All right.
God, Marty, sort it
I
out.
know, come on, you can't. Tottenham can.
Yeah.
Right, Tottenham,
And
Graham, because he didn't play the goods
Right,
from the start,
Yeah.
does that make Laudrup a gambler? Is Laudrup a gambler? What do you think?
I mean, I came into today's game thinking that, I would happily play a weekend side and write this one off. To get a result against Everton was going to be a big ask of us, and we've got some big cup games coming up. So we're going to rest players, I possibly would have said today. But that aside, he's definitely a gambler. I can't remember many Swans managers in the last few years that would, against Arsenal or Man City away, within drawing 1-1 with 60 minutes to go, would throw on 2 strikers. Laudrup will do that and go for the win. So definitely.
I think any manager has got to be a gambler. They've got to be a gambler.
To be successful,
I think
Brendan Rodgers was.
Yeah, Brendan was. I said
Brendan wasn't a gambler.
He wasn't, is he?
Most aren't. All right.
Definitely wasn't.
I think you get to the stage where, probably the most important. Well, that's debatable because of sort of relegation out the lower division. But certainly one of the most important games that Swansea will ever play now is home to Chelsea in sort of 10 days' time. And that is going to be a huge thing. I think it'll be a huge thing for Laudrup, huge thing for sort of the Spanish players playing at Wembley in the final, and sort of being 90 minutes away from European football. On that level, you still want to ensure that you're doing okay in the league, and that's why I'm saying today's point was really, really important because but at the same time, you want to sort of make sure that you're going to have a squad which is fresh enough.
But he's,
lively enough
I think over
do
Christmas he's done fantastic. He's proper rotated it.
Yeah,
and as I was saying, Kremlin on, I'm not being funny. Rodgers, I thought he was obviously done a good job, but you knew what the team was every week, and you knew that if it was 0-0 or 1-1 or whatever, 10 minutes to go, he'd bring someone on with 6 minutes to go.
in fairness to Brendan, last season I remember we all looked at the team sheet that played Villa. We went down there and we played Villa.
Yes,
and it was a team sheet which we all were disgusted by, and we wrote
That was once.
No, over the Christmas period we did, and in fairness we did do well. But I agree with it. Two of the Phil, you want to talk about gambling and managers. Obviously, first of all, Fergie. I'm sure if you look at the Mancini now, when you look at Benitez in the past, you've got all the managers that finished second to Man United in the league. They will all look back, and I guarantee you at some point in their career they will look back and say, I should have taken more gamblers. Yeah. And we didn't do a JackswanTV after the Chelsea game.
No.
Because we all had Chelsea-itis. And
Leonidas.
Leon Brennan.
And we all...
Not Leon.
But how many managers out there would have taken, when they took Michu off with 10 minutes to go, because it's easy to say as a pundit or as an ex-manager or anything to say that's the right decision to do. But actually, how many managers, when they're actually there, when they've left that, they decide on slaughtering them in a two-legged thing away from home.
Most people bring on Kenny or whatever defensive.
Just to sum up a bit of your point, it's like Brendan Rodgers would change a team round when his hand was forced. When he had to, he'd change it.
But
Mike Laudrup will change it round. He doesn't have to do it. He'll do it when he feels it benefits.
One of the first managers, I think it's brilliant. There's 10 minutes in the second half, and everyone's going, oh fucking Dyer. Takes Dyer off. And it happens every time. Anyone who's played well, he takes them off. And it's very rare that you see a manager, and everyone in the pub, and they're all going, why is he still on the pitch? Why is he still on? And 10 minutes in, and he takes them off. And it's
two players I thought you would have started with today because of Everton and being big. One was Tremel. I thought you would have had Tremel.
And Form was
brilliant.
Yeah.
So,
superb.
I got that wrong. And the other one that I would have started with would have been Bartley.
Because
he
did have a good game, but
Chico for me.
I wouldn't have gone that personally. I think he had a good game last week. But you got Chico and Williams. They've both been doing decent. You know what I mean? And no, I personally wouldn't have gone.
So they both worked their asses off against Chelsea. There's a big congested fixture list. To rest with them and put Bartley in isn't a big gamble for me. I think Bartley looked quality against Arsenal.
I think he did. I think he's going to be very good.
Quite happy to rest one for Barkley
Spencer's
today.
first question was, do we agree with the team sheet? And I think probably, but the thing is, most of us disagree with the team sheet.
Okay,
But he's the manager,
just to wrap up
he has
now,
the money.
Contract.
Someone's asked, you've got to say, if I say Dyer, you've got to say one word. Dyer.
Dyer.
Yeah.
No, I think we have to give him a confidence boost.
Okay.
To get back into it.
Fine.
As I said,
Dyer.
we'd chip in for his ticket up to whatever the fuck he wants to go.
What's that?
He's been
Don't sit on the fence, mate.
He's been
The new Jack-Swan magazine is in the printers now. It's online. You can see it on Facebook, Twitter. You'll find a link to it somewhere. And in there's an article on Nathan Dyer and his current form. And one thing in there, which I think is really important to him, is that he's always been the main man. He's always been the main man at the Swans. He's always been really appreciated. He's always been loved by the fans. He's always been loved by fellow players. He's regularly, I think the last 2 seasons, he's been voted Fans Player of the Year. And he's been outstanding. And his work rate is outstanding, and he's been loved. I think that there's some players that need competition to succeed, and there's other players that need to be worshipped to achieve. And I've got a feeling that Dyer is somebody that needs to be worshipped to achieve.
I think you're right.
Somebody that when he's doing well, he needs to have the applause. He needs to have people loving him. He needs to be the first name of the team sheet. He needs to be loved. And he's not going to have that at any point in Swan's future unless we severely
It's frustrating. Like I say, last year, I don't know what I would have taken for him, but for me, the last 2 seasons, he's been one of the best, certainly the best winger. He's been super.
He did start as centre forward today on his own. If you don't get a chance to...
Oh no, but let's be honest, he's been awful, he's been awful, hasn't he, for a few months.
He doesn't fit as a winger under Michael Edwards' system for me.
And I was kind of surprised if you were going to play that, I would have checked rotation.
The one bit that I like, sort of Leon said that I thought was totally lacking today, and that's where you start having less sympathy for him. Was his word break?
Yeah, I agree with that. If you lose the ball, as I said to you, when you know you're playing badly, you lose the ball and you don't chase after it. Show the fans that you're willing and you're whatever.
Last year, his work rate was probably up there with Leon Britton's last year. Yeah, phenomenal last year.
Thank you very much. Another good one.
Has Spencer cut this too short once again?
Yeah, he's babysitting
the last time in 12, 13 minutes. I want to talk a bit more.
Yeah.
We need more fun.
That's the next discussion. Is Spencer £2
Trivia.
over the 15-minute rule?